These are the two most expensive GM SUVs. There's a $30,000 price difference between them both. Why is that? What's the difference, and is it worth it? All right, guys, so these are the two most expensive SUVs made by GM. There's a $30,000 price difference between both of them. That is very hefty, obviously, because they're made by the same company. Why is that? I wanted to dive into, so we've got a 2025 Cadillac Escalade Sport and a 2025 GMC Yukon Denali. They're the exact same size. Let's go inside the interior, the exterior. We're gonna cover all bases, especially the large ones, as to the price differences and whether or not it's worth it for you guys. All right, so first what we wanna do is really quick to get it out of the way. Remember, these are both made by GM, so a lot of the qualities are the exact same. I really wanted to reference those to you guys right now. Engines, the V8s, the exact same thing, 6.2 liter V8. A lot of the safety features when it comes to your blind spots, everything like that, a heads-up display, they are gonna be the exact same. Heated and cooled seats, because a lot of the packages are gonna offer the exact same thing in these. GM can only do so much to make things different, right? And a lot of it is looks. And so when it comes down to it, your heads-up display, your heated and cooled seats, your panoramic sunroofs, your Super Cruise, magnetic ride control, all those things are offered in both these vehicles. You got your night vision on both of these. A lot of the safety features and a lot of the technology is gonna be the exact same. Now, the way it's presented is kind of what makes the difference of the vehicles. So let's start off with obviously the more expensive one and dive into what makes this thing $30,000 price tag over the Yukon Denali. Really cool feature on this. I remember seeing this as a little kid come out for the first time and I was mind blown, but these do have the soft closing doors. It'll close for you. This has lights on the handles, a really, really cool touch. I know a few smaller companies that actually do this to other vehicles. It just makes it a good touch. Whenever you unlock the car, I believe they should light up with all the lights on the car, so it's a cool accent. They did a cool paint match of the door handles. You see that little Cadillac logo is gonna be paint matched. This beautiful blue, by the way. Is it new? I've never seen a Cadillac this color. If it's not new, then it looks really good. So Cadillac, good job with your paint. And now on to the big stuff, like the interior of what really makes this thing just so much more expensive. And we can kind of touch on the outside a little bit more after I'm just excited to show you guys this interior, because Cadillac really, they stepped it up big time this year. They made some huge jumps. All right, we're stepping in to, I mean, we said spaceship to so many vehicles in the past, but for the first time, really, this screen is worthy of being called a spaceship. We have a 55-inch, fully curved media display. I mean, what even is that? I've never seen, Tesla had big screens a while ago, and this is covering the entire length of the vehicle with 2 AKG speakers on each side, which are just 2 of the 19 speakers that this vehicle comes with. So you've got 19 AKG speakers, difference to the Yukon Denali, which has 10 Bose speakers. So it's gonna be split into 3 different parcels, or 3 different screens. You've got your drive controls and your MPH and your odometer, and then you've got your media, your cameras, how to control all of your 360 cameras, and then your media. And then on this side, that's literally what it is. It's a whole TV. That's, all right. That's insane. And then they really went all out. You know, you usually have a little area here for your air conditioning and stuff, but now we've got a screen down here as well. So your air conditioning and controls, there's so many options in this thing, I could get lost. And then you've also got these beautiful little knobs here. You've got your Cadillac crystal control knob here to control the entire screen up here. And I bet if you shift it down, I believe it actually goes down to this screen. But I do know that if you shift over, it goes into different screens. And then you've got that same kind of like crystal metal look going into your cup holders, just another design. You've got wireless charging in the front. I believe it's actually 2 wireless charging pads. And then you've got a massive center console. So one of the really cool options that Cadillac provides is in the executive package. This thing turns into a fridge for drinks and champagne, because you're driving a Cadillac and it's expensive. But that's what bumps that into a $40,000 price difference. This one, the Sport, is just a $30,000. One of the really, really cool sleek designs that I love about this vehicle that I first mentioned to Matt when we ever saw this thing is the air vents. So I love how thin these are. It literally makes it, you think about a jet and how everything is like aerodynamic. This thing is so thin and every little line is so defined. It really makes it almost look like a luxurious like spaceship or jet. These seats, obviously you're gonna have perforated leather going up through the entire thing. It's beautiful seat. It looks like captain's chairs as it should. You've got 2 speakers on each side, so the headrest, and then you've obviously got your panoramic sunroof controls. Another really cool feature, so you're gonna have screens in the back here, I'll show you guys, and then you do have a camera here to be able to put up on here and display your children in the back. I know there's a lot of, my sister actually uses those mirrors that you can put onto the opposite end of car seats. You don't have to do that anymore because you've got a camera here for your children in the back. Let's head into the back here and show you guys this. All right, going in the back here, we've got beautiful captain seats matching that same leather that we went ahead and had in the front. You have a screen here to control your AC to keep the kids entertained. You've got 2 pretty good sized TVs here. They've got YouTube, YouTube Kids, Netflix, any app you want to download. You can also lock these for your kids if they've been on it too long and you want them to read or anything. Good luck, but you can lock those. You've obviously got heated and cooled rear seats. And then you've got USB, HDMI for the TVs. And then you've got your cup holders right here. Now onto the back really fast. Back. I always say I'm 6'1". Today I'm in tennis shoes, so I'm 6 foot. But, I mean, I've got so much room. It's absurd. Even behind this seat, I've got like this much room where my knees aren't actually hitting it. You do have USB-C back here as well. And the seats are actually really comfortable. Now, a really small feature I wanted to show you guys. So there's a button right here for when the kids do, if you got kids in the back or anybody in the back, when they do need to get out, you just press this button and this will just come down and fold for you. And then to get it back up, super simple. You literally just flip the thing and push it back. Super simple. You've got controls and the cargo, tailgate cargo trunk that we can go ahead and do that with really fast. I'll show you guys here in a second. Wrong button, but cool feature. You can lift up the back glass and stick any fishing poles or anything you want hanging out in there. Real button is the Cadillac logo. Another cool feature. And then we've got the cargo here. You've got your AKG subwoofer. You've got an outlet here. You've got your seat controls. You can go ahead and lower or raise these seats. You've also got USB-C in the rear here on both sides as well for the 3rd row seats. And then another cool thing, a lot of times you'll see you putting towels down and stuff. Cadillac actually went ahead and already took care of that for you. So the back of these do have weather mats on them prepared for you guys. All right, so that is the beauty of a Cadillac and why it's worth. Actually, you guys might not agree, but like with all the options that you get in this thing and that massive screen, I'm a big fan of like tech stuff in cars. When it comes to SUVs, I hate it in trucks, but this thing is sweet. Like I'm in love with it. I was so happy when we got it in. I think it looks phenomenal in this color. And in comparison to the Yukon, the Denali is also very nice, but Cadillac really just does have so many different little things that you can touch up. The seats, just the quality and the luxury of Cadillac is just a tad higher. And whether or not that $30,000 is worth it to you, for instance, like these little features here, like that little Cadillac light that turns into a blinker, I just noticed, whether or not those little things all add up and equal out to $30,000 is up to you. But having that fridge, having those screens, $30,000 is a big price gap. So it's really up to you guys. But we've got to end it with Cadillac. We've got a family here to look at it. So let's go on to the Yukon. All right, I hope I didn't hype up the Cadillac too much to get you guys not interested in the Denali, because this thing is also a beast when it comes to interior, the package you can get, colors you can get, and what you can do to it. As you can see on here, we went ahead and already did our own stuff to it. We went ahead and gave it the Krietz look. We did 22 by 10 wheels on here, 33, 1150, 22 Nitto Ridge grapplers, and then put a 3.5-inch ready lift suspension on it. So you can do that with that. When it comes to Cadillacs, it is a very luxurious car. I'm not saying we won't lift a Cadillac. We will. but there are less options when it comes down to it. Cadillacs sometimes come like standard with adaptive ride control and all the Super Cruisers, you can absolutely lift vehicles with that. It's just that there's less options for the lifts with that. Like I was saying beforehand, 6.2 liter V8, same exact thing. We've got the same exact night vision that the Cadillac has in here. And then we've got parking sensors all around, 360-degree cameras. Yeah, we went ahead and paint matched this. And so you can see the GMC logo is gonna be blacked out. The little marker lights here are gonna be blacked out. You've got your KC black badges. All the Denali logos are gonna be blacked out. You've got your 360 camera in here with a blacked out mirror. And then onto the inside here of the Denali, we'll kind of see vice versa as to what the upgrades of the 2025 Escalade have to the 2025 Denali, which they did do a lot of upgrades in this. So let's get on in here and check it out. So hopping into the Yukon Denali, we've got the same wood trim as last year, if not the same, almost the same. It looks a little bit more realistic, but it does go from light brown into dark brown into black. You've got a massive upgraded screen in here. The Denali's beforehand just had this one up here. What? And I knew that this thing has something, but you got a button up here. It's gonna go ahead and move your center console back to give you a ton of room for this secret drawer. This can hold really, I mean, it's not crazy wide, but whatever your mind needs to have down there, registration info, depending on what state you're in, I'm gonna hold back on saying what I'd put in there, but it can hold your registration info. And then if you still want this to be out, this guy extends up for your arm to still be able to have a comfortable resting place. That is a really cool feature. And then obviously you got this massive display screen up here. This is gonna basically do everything that massive Cadillac screen had, but in a little bit smaller. I believe it's a 16-inch screen, I'm pretty positive. And it is massive, right? And it does have your volume control still down here. But everything else, your My GMC, your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your Wi-Fi. By the way, Cadillac offers Wi-Fi for 3 years. This does not. But everything like that is gonna be on here, as well as your AC is gonna be controlled by these little guys right here, but you're gonna be able to see it on the screen. Another little thing, but you got your shifter up here now on the steering wheel. For your park, it's a button. And then another feature, you got extra storage up here instead of having 2 storage compartments right here. Instead of having a glove box and an up box, you've got a super up box for storage up there. Yeah, panoramic sunroof, just like the Cadillac. You've got the iconic Denali seats. I mean, we had these last year. Nothing's really changed on them too much. Same leather design, always knock it out of the park, classy. And then let's head on to the back here. Let's see if anything changed in the back. All right, so one thing I did forget to mention in the front, you got Bose down there. This is a Bose 10-piece sound system in the Denali, indifferent to the Cadillac AKG 19 speaker system. You don't have headrest speakers, but you do got a massive Bose speaker system. I love Bose speakers. Sound quality is out of this world. I don't know if you guys could hear it up there. You are gonna have a little screen, and not like the Cadillac, which has a large one for the air conditioning controls. You have a little screen down here for your air conditioning. You got USB-C, and you've got a full outlet down here. And then you aren't gonna have speakers back here. I believe that's only in the Ultimate. It might be a package that you can get to go ahead and put these TVs back here for the kids. You are gonna have captain seats. Same thing goes along with the Cadillac. Your seats aren't gonna change too much, same exact leather. You don't have the Denali logo back here, but same exact leather design. And then, I mean, it's spacious as all get out. Another thing that's cool is design. So it's the exact same thing with the seat that I showed you back there. As we said before, it's made by GM. Same size, most of the underlying features that make it really convenient are gonna be the exact same, right? It's this little button that flips this guy down, exact same thing, bringing it right back up. Room-wise, we're exactly the same, guys. We got plenty back here. 6 foot, I got plenty of knee space up here. For somebody I'd say you're good until about 6'3". Then you're probably gonna want to sit in the front. That's when you get the dibs, is like 6'3". But you do have USB-C in both sides here and heated seats. But yeah, mainly the same exact design and sizing on all of this. Let's head on to the back. You can, for any fishing poles and stuff like it. We lifted this so it's a bit higher. If you're like 5'5", this is gonna be difficult a little bit, but you know, you'll look like a badass for sure. But we close this. The back of these, you can't push down on the Denali logo. You gotta have a lame button here. The back of these are gonna look pretty similar. The really nice thing Cadillac did was put that WeatherTech all throughout this, so you don't have to put any towels out or anything like that. And I don't even believe that is an option for the Yukon. But folding seats and everything like that, your outlet, that's gonna be the exact same controls. So far as buying vehicles though, one of the really important things is warranty. How long am I taken care of after I spend so much money on either one of these, right? These aren't cheap vehicles. These are the two most expensive GM makes. And especially with all these features they both have, right? And so what the warranty is on the Yukon versus the Cadillac, you do lose about 12,000 miles on the drivetrain and about a year in warranty when you do go to the Yukon. That is nice to have, especially when you have all these features. You're bumper to bumper covered for a good amount of time. Now, just in my opinion, when it comes down to it, these two names of third row vehicles are massive. Spending $30,000 to $50,000, depending on the package you go with, that is a massive jump. Am I a massive fan of this vehicle? Yes. Am I a massive fan of this vehicle? Yes. But when it comes down to it, pricing is up to you. Do you believe that getting all these features, like for instance, this is a sport, right? We don't have all the features in this, just the features you saw minus the fridge and stuff. Do you actually think that's worth $30,000? In my opinion, if you're gonna do it with a Cadillac, go all out and actually get the fridge and stuff. Because if you're gonna pay for a Cadillac, have the money to pay for a Cadillac. Don't just bump it up because of the name. Because this is built mechanically and almost interiorly the exact same thing, right? They upgraded that screen. All those little subtle features are the exact same thing. When it comes down to that passenger seat coming down with that little button, everything in that, and the night vision, the drive safety features. Even when it comes down to the screen, this is 55 inches, that's an upgraded 16. They are massive screens. You're getting luxury and just very, very luxurious. But if you can't afford the very, very luxurious, don't just bump it up because of the brand. It's $30,000 extra. And obviously you do get a lot of different options, which I love and I think are sweet looking, but if you have the money for it, go all out and get every feature, right? Because every feature is a lot on this and it looks freaking sweet. This has just about everything that this does, minus a fridge and a 55-inch TV. So if you're looking for these vehicles or want to learn more about them, go ahead on over to KreitzAuto.com or give us a call here at 301-694-4642. Anybody on the sales team or aftermarket team would love to help you out and tell you more about what these guys have, what we've done to this guy, what this guy has stock, and then if you want to come purchase them, see us in person or we'll deliver it out to you. So we look forward to seeing you guys here soon. Just as a heads up and a reminder, if we hit 50,000 subscribers, we are giving away a free set of wheels and tires to one of you all. A 22x12 wheel on up to a 35-inch tire. Doesn't have to be those exact sizes. You can go down from there. You can't go up, but you can go down from there. Whatever fits you best, we will give that to one of you guys if we hit 50,000 subscribers. So please smash that subscribe button and we will see you guys soon.